maybe this personnel is more what Greg's looking for?
Yeah, Coach Mack wants to play up-tempo. I mean, as you can see, they're one of the more efficient teams in the country offensively. They really get the ball up the floor fast. He recruits guys that can really shoot. So we're going to have our hands full. They always have one of the better attendances in America. I think with us coming to town with a profile that we're gaining, I think it's going to be a really special game.
What's the difference that Watson provides for them?
Watson to Chapman, I think is a little faster, plays with a little bit more confidence, is a little bit edgier than the point guard they had in the past.
A little more inside out for them than maybe a year ago?
Well, I think his philosophy hasn't changed. They still want to shoot a lot of threes, so we're going to have to do a really good job against Zierd and Huff, the transfer. Grisel has really improved. I don't think his philosophy has changed. His personnel's changed, but not his philosophy.
More athletic?
Lot more athletic,
yeah.
And faster. Really emphasizes pushing the ball in transition. They're one of the more explosive offensive teams in the league.
You said after the loss the other night you'd rather have played instead of waited a week.
Sure.
How's that gone?
I think that was an emotional statement, of which I still feel, but at the same time, that's the way the schedule is, so you got to try to put your players in the best mindset as possible.
So what do you do with this time? Obviously it's extra practice time.
It's practice time, working on guarding the ball, working on moving the ball offensively, working against multiple defenses that we're going to see, multiple ball screen defense we're going to see with Chris and Ben in it. It's a lot to work on.
How much you've emphasized rotation in terms of you added Ryan this week, trying to maybe iron things out a little bit going forward?
Well, we wanted to get Ryan in a game, especially at home. He can't play extended minutes. Mono is something that can relapse, as you know. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to overextend him. But we wanted to get him in there to let him get his feet wet again and give him some confidence.
How much more could he give you on Tuesday?
We'll find out more as his conditioning. I thought he had a decent practice yesterday. We'll see how he is today. He'll probably play a little bit more, as the games continue to move forward.
You talked, Coach, a little about getting him back to practice, kind of where the guys were after the loss.
Guys are in a good space. Obviously disappointed that we lost, but you can't dwell on it. You got to learn from it. I think the guys are in a good space. I had a great team meeting with them. We had a good team meal, and we're looking forward to our preparation today.
Is it a growing experience for them to lose that first conference game of the year?
I don't know if it's ever a growing experience to lose. I think that's more of a cliche thing in sports. You want to learn from winning too. We always want to learn from winning, but at the same time, understand losing is a part of the game, and you got to learn from your mistakes.
What's it going to be like going into Creighton and a lot of adversity facing a crowd like that?
Well, we have faced it many times this year, and that's why you play games like playing the University of Rhode Island down in their gym, which to me is one of the better college atmospheres in the country when we come down there. We've played at Creighton before. We've played at Butler. We played basically a road game when we played Arizona, so I think our kids are ready for it. And really, by the time you get there, the crowds, you play the game.
Just, the comfort level you guys have playing away from home, it seems, if you look at it, like the UMass game, with the out in California, those are some of your better, more complete games here. Just talk about the comfort level they have playing away from home.
I always believe as a coach, you got to tell your team what you want them to be, and I always tell them we're a great road team. And I think you leave it at that. You don't overemphasize it or undervalue it. We're going to go on a road and we're going to be really good. Mm-hmm. Move on. Mm-hmm. That good?
Yeah, thank you.
So the guys are probably not going to come out till about 11.